This is the plaintiff, Daryl Tynes. He says he was riding his bike when the defendant made a right turn on a red light and ran over him. Then the crazy woman yelled at him to get up and get out of the way because she was late for work. Luckily, a bystander who witnessed the whole thing blocked in her car, but she scooted around him, so he jotted down her license plate number. He was taken to the hospital. Turns out the woman has no insurance, and he's here in the good name of what's right, suing her for every penny of the $1,500 he surely owed. This is the defendant, Yamali Rashnavati. She wasn't even moving as she was waiting to exit her parking lot when the plaintiff clipped the front of her car. That's right, she was at a dead standstill. The guy hit her car, then toppled over off his bike. This plaintiff trying to extort her for money. This is a setup if you ask her, and she's here defending herself any way she can because she didn't hit this guy. She's accused of banging up a biker.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated, come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Daryl Tynes, you are suing Yamile Rashnavati for $1,500, the value of your bike, and $750, and the value of cab fare that, according to you, was also $750 when you didn't have the bike and were out of commission. What happened?
Yes, on September 1st, I was taking an early morning bicycle ride, and I came to a light that was green. As I was approaching the light, I was struck by a lady's vehicle that I was thrown off the bike and landed on top of the handlebars.
Okay, come on over here and show me. Oh goodness, it's Oakland Park Boulevard is where you're.
Yes.
Yeah, that is a very busy street. How many lanes is Oakland Park Boulevard?
2.
2 each way.
2 up here, and as I was going westbound, going across the green
Take that
light.
motorcycle right there.
So
You see it?
Yes. I'm on the sidewalk.
Are you on the sidewalk?
I'm on the sidewalk.
Why are you on the sidewalk?
Because there's no bicycle lane.
So you're on the sidewalk?
Yeah, on the
Are
sidewalk.
you allowed to be on the sidewalk?
Yes, you are in Florida.
Check.
Yep. Go ahead.
So I'm going across the light where this lady out of nowhere just came and just hit me. I flips over and landed right on top of my handlebar where I received a contusion to my chest. As I'm laying there on the ground.
Did you see her before she popped out or no?
No, she just came out of nowhere.
Okay.
So as I'm laying
So
on
where does the impact take place? Can you put the car and the motorcycle where the impact takes place?
about right here.
Okay. All
So
right.
I'm like laying on the ground. This lady get out her car, opposed to asking me, "Are you all right, sir?" or anything of that nature. She tell me to get out the way. She's late for work and dragging my bicycle out the road. Now this
Wait, she dragged your bicycle off the road?
dragged my bicycle.
'Cause it was
off
in
the
her
road.
way?
It was in her way.
Okay.
So Good Samaritan seen all this transpiring, and what he do is block this lady, because you can see that this lady is trying to get out the way, and I'm inching out the road to avoid getting hit any further. So he had her blocked in, but there's a road from Oakland is a busy street, and people honking their horn. But at the time, he's already on the 911 talking to the dispatcher. So he eased out the way so that she can go, and so the people can go out, because there's people from the apartment getting out as well. But there's a light bulb right to here where she's got to get caught at, but he was able to read her license plate number off.
And he gave it to you?
He gave it to the dispatcher.
Okay.
I didn't know nothing of regards to this. It was just
What were you doing during all this?
I was down on the air ground gasping for air because all the air was knocked out of me from the impact that he
Okay,
had.
I'm going to ask you to go ahead and come back here. So, was an ambulance called?
Yes, the ambulance was called.
And then what happens?
I was rushed to the hospital.
And do you have your medical records? What were your injuries?
Contusion.
No, I'd like to see that from the doctors. Do you have medical records?
Yeah.
You're looking at me like I'm asking for, you know, a Martian in there or
No, I
something.
didn't have
What
it,
medical records is what you should have here. Do you have them or no?
The medical records is from the MRI.
Okay, let's see what medical records you do have.
There goes some more here.
What happened to the bicycle?
While I was in the ambulance, somebody stole the bike.
How do you know? Because it wasn't there when you came back?
No, I asked the officers, they got the case number, did y'all retain my bicycle? They said no, it was stolen. Yeah.
Were the police officers at the scene before the ambulance took you?
The ambulance was already there. The police didn't show up till way I was inside my hospital bed under machines.
What happened?
Okay, I live in this
Come on
condo
over here and
complex.
show it to me too.
I live right here. Oakland Park Boulevard, you cannot drive north. It's blocked off. There are condos on this side. You can only turn right or left. The red light is here. There's another red light here. And there was another red light here. And there were cars blocking my way. So there's a condo sign here that blocks the view to the sidewalk.
Most times people ask me, can I write on
They
you?
sure do.
Wow, you just went right in there. So go ahead. There's a what? What's the thing next to your
The
car?
condo signage blocks the view to the sidewalk, and I take the turn every morning, so I have to go on a pedestrian walkway, advance there to clear the sidewalk. I advance usually twice. When I advance the second time, I see him about 30 meters
So
on
you
his
saw him?
bike.
And he was on the
He
sidewalk?
saw me. I saw him.
Wait, hold on. He's on the sidewalk? Or is he
Rolling.
calling it a sidewalk, but it's really a bike path?
There is a bike path. He was on the sidewalk, just rolling. His feet were not on the pedals. He wasn't pedaling, so he was just coasting.
So you saw him?
I saw him. So then I looked into my rearview mirror because I did want to back up, but there was already a van approaching me, which is the witness. The witness pulled up behind me in a van, so I couldn't move. So I look again, and he looks at me, and he just doesn't stop.
Wait, why don't you keep stopping and let him pass if you see him?
I couldn't back up.
You don't have to back up. Just stop. Why don't you just not move? Just stay where
That's
you are.
what I did.
Wait, that's not what you did, because the bike didn't hit the side of your car. The front of your car hit the bike.
No, he just kind of grazed the front of my car.
Right, the front, right.
Scratched the front with the spokes of his wheel, I think, the spokes of the wheels.
Uh-huh.
And then he tipped over on
Right,
on
but
the
you see,
walkway.
but here's the thing. See, if he's coming here and you see him, which kills me, okay? All right, and he can clear, if you just don't move, he'll clear you or whatever.
I was already
But
in the
stop,
walkway.
stop. Then you're in the walkway. Then he would have hit you right here, but he didn't. You see? He hit you here, which means that you were moving when he hit you, because he didn't go like this and go hit you. He's on the sidewalk, you see him, and you tried to clear it before he came. And that's why you're telling me his feet are off the pedals. Because I could have had a chance to clear that. I do that every morning. According to him, your first words aren't, "Are you okay?" It's, "Oh no, you're not going to do this to me." Tell me why you said that. And then,
He started clutching his chest and breathing heavily. And then already then I understood what he's trying to do. So I told him, you're not going to do that.
what was he
this
trying to
morning."
do, did you think?
Well, he was faking it. To me, I saw the way he tipped over, he hadn't really fallen because he didn't hit my car. He grazed the front, and I can show you the pictures. I did not send you the evidence of the photos. So
Yeah,
while
show me the pictures. So you thought he was setting you up for a lawsuit?
He didn't finish with that. When I told him, I gave him my business card, and I told him I have to go to work. I told him, if there's anything you can call me, but you're not going to get a penny from me. The moment I said that, he looked at me like, and I said, bye. So I started to walk towards my car.
Yeah, but you can't do that. There's laws about that in Florida, too. You can't walk away from an accident.
I didn't
Even
hit
if you
him.
think it's a bogus accident, it's certainly contact. You're supposed to, wait until the police get there and blah, blah, blah. Go on. So
So
go on.
then he said, you're not going anywhere. He got up and he ran past me. And because my car door was still open, as soon as I sat in the seat, he jumped on the hood of my car butt first. He turned around, he was holding on to the windshield. And then I put the car in drive and I tried to maneuver for him to leave.
Wait. The man is on your car,
On the hood of my car.
grabbing to your windshield, and so you try to shake him off by continuing to drive?
Yeah.
You don't see anything wrong with that?
He attacked my car and he damaged the hood and he wasn't getting off the car. So I got back off the car.
Do you have any evidence of the damage to your hood?
The pictures you are
Yeah,
holding.
here it is.
He says he was projected onto the road, so he should explain how the bump appeared on my hood.
How did the bump appear on her hood? Because there is a bump on her hood from someone jumping on it.
Yeah, it wasn't for me.
It
I was
wasn't
on the-
you?
I was on the ground. Got you for where,
Okay, so was there damage to the bike?
I don't know, because the bike was on the pedestrian walkway to my left, and because he was on my car and I was yelling at him to get off the car, he wouldn't get off the car. I took the bike and I threw the bike on the other sidewalk.
Did you really do that? Do you have any insight into your own behavior, like that you think that you're
No
like
compassion.
tough girl telling me this, like thinking that there's absolutely nothing wrong with anything that you did that morning? You know.
Well, I felt attacked. It's the first time.
Then you
that something
stop
like
and you
that
call the
happened.
police and you let them handle it. What if he like had a gun and hit? I mean, are you nuts? You're from South Florida, okay? I mean, are you crazy? Picking up the bike and throwing it out and just like what are you doing?
That morning, I had to open the business that I was working in.
Yeah, what is the business you're working in? The cancer cure? What business were you opening that you couldn't wait? Tell me what it is. What do you do?
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So I got an interesting one. So if I'm driving down the wrong way on the street and you're going the right way, do you have an obligation to avoid an accident even though you're doing the right thing?
I would avoid the accident however way
I know
possible.
you would, but legally, are you required to? If you keep going straight and you hit me, are you partly responsible at least?
No, I don't think so. If the person's going the wrong way.
So they're responsible. But if you could avoid it, what if you could avoid it?
Yeah, I would definitely do it.
I know you would. But legally, do you think if you hit me, even though you were going the right way, are you also responsible for the accident?
I think yes, because you don't know what the other person is doing. Maybe he is going to sleep.
Why does it have to be a woman driver?
When it's a woman?
Why'd you make it a woman driver?
I didn't say it has to be a woman.
Why'd you make it a woman driver? I'm
maybe
just teasing you. Going inside the courtroom.
I'm an esthetician. I work in skincare. I had to open the spa.
Well, you have to, because whoever needed their skin dealt with that morning, had a skin emergency, as my children say, and you certainly couldn't be put upon to wait for the police. Come on, man. And you threw the bike out of the way? Do you have any evidence of what your bike cost you, sir? Also, you are claiming $750 for cab fare. Do you have $750 worth of receipt for cabs?
No, I don't. I didn't know
What'd you
if
pull that
I was
figure
gonna
out
be
of?
coming to court on the
Can't hear you.
receipts. I didn't know I would have to show receipts.
Oh, well, how are you going to prove $750 of cab fare? How are you going to do that?
Because I thought basically from the pain and suffering and from the impact.
But you're not suing
of
for
that.
pain and suffering. You want to sue
Initially,
for pain and
that was,
suffering?
initially, that was-
Bring me evidence of pain and suffering. Did you bring me medical records that show any injury to you?
Yeah, I just showed you to it.
So you called the lawyer before calling a doctor?
They
And the
contacted
lawyer
me.
told you where to get your MRI?
Yes. And the reason why I accepted it at that time.
What
'cause
happened? Where's the law firm now, though? That's what they say.
They said she didn't have no kind of insurance.
Ah, that's what it is. There's no deep pocket, so it's not worth them pursuing. Why are you driving without insurance?
I have insurance.
That ain't what Tallahassee said.
Okay. Do you have any evidence of any injury to you other than from the place that the lawyer sent you? Did it break skin?
Yeah.
Do you have pictures?
I can show it right now. You know how it done went right into my chest. This area right here.
That's okay. Come on over
From the
here.
impact. There was gushing.
Right up here, this way. Right in that corner for me.
What are you pointing at?
This circle right here.
Okay, and that's what
From the handlebars when my chest landed on top of the
on the
handlebars.
handlebars.
Yeah.
All right, you can go ahead and go back. And you said you had evidence of the value of the bike? Here. This is just a little piece of paper that, okay, dude, seriously. Honestly, I think this case is worth something, but you're such a liar about so many things that you're making me just want to take a bath right now. Honestly, this is a receipt that you could buy at any Home Depot where you had somebody write $750 for your special Mongoose mountain bike. How about a little more evidence that you had a special Mongoose mountain bike than this? When I have a case where somebody said, I think you're right, I think you were trying to be taken for a ride. However, when I have a case when somebody says, yeah, I saw him, and then I just figured I'd keep going because he would stop for me, when they have the right of way, because they do, okay, it's your fault, okay? But is it $1,500 your fault? Not based on the proof that I'm seeing here. Certainly not. I find in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $200.
Well, the plaintiff does prevail, but not nearly what he wanted to get in court. You're smiling. Why?
Because he tried and it didn't work.
Yeah, but she's convinced you hit him.
Well, the damage on my car, I think, kind of proved to her that something was off
Well,
with his
anyway.
story.
Okay, thank you very much. You must sign a few documents. All right, Mr. Tynes, you tried, but you didn't get what you want. You know, you needed more evidence. You know that.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to come to people's court. I thought just by the severity of my injuries. And, but I did show some form of retaliation to the point where I'm able to get something out of it, and I just didn't let this lady just get away with treating me worse than a person would treat an animal. And she learned from her experience that, and what the judge has said, you don't just hit people and react the way you did, because it could have led into
You're
something
absolutely
more,
right.
worse.
And you lost the bike. You don't have the bike either.
No, I don't. Yeah.
Well, that's a shame. It was a bad day. All right, thank you very much.
Okay, short and sweet, Doug. If you can avoid an accident, even if you're doing the right thing, you have to do it legally. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.